Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge. Tony Robbins, Day 3, Episode 1. So today we're going to do the Day 3 of the Tony Robbins New Year, New You challenge. And we're going to start with the topic of life is temporary. We believe that we are here for a reason, and one of those things is to learn. Everybody has a limited time here on Earth, and we can't know when that time is up. So it's important for us to make the most of the time that we have. How do you think and feel about that?
Well, I think that we need a purpose, and we also need a compelling future. We need to have something to look forward to. We need to have dreams and hopes, a reason for us to wake up in the morning and get up and have something to do that is exciting for you. And it shouldn't feel like work. It should be fun, and it should also preferably help a lot of people, like we're trying to do.
Yeah, I know that feeling because for the past years I've been not having that spark, that compelling future. And so I've been really drained and tired. You've seen me all these years, and you've seen how my spiral has gone down, energy-wise. We're talking energy now. And it wasn't until I started to find my passions in life again, started to understand me and what I love, that my energy started going up. Because I was starting doing things that I love. So it's really important to find those little tidbits to help you feel passion, to help you feel happy, to help you look towards a future that you create.
So sometimes life throws you a curveball, and you need to stop and think, am I really living the life that I want to live? And if not, then you need to correct your course. When we were talking today, when we were walking in the forest, you said that today's walk reminded you about another walk you had about a year ago, and how you saw a different thing then than you did now when you were walking in the forest. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, a year ago I was in a bad place. You all know that. It was just recently after being slapped with a divorce. And so when I was walking out in the woods, I felt an urge to look at the trees. And all the trees I looked at had, like a split top. So it wasn't one straight top. It was one stem, and then it divided, and there was two parallel ones going up. And I'm not kidding, but I saw like 50 trees like that during my walk. And it's like a 7K walk. And today I was out walking, and I looked up at the trees, and I only saw trees with one top. And so I started pondering about that, and the thoughts came to me like last year I had two paths I could choose. I came from a stem, that was one, and then my paths divided. And so I could choose one way or the other, right or left. And after making that choice, now I feel like I'm on the path that I want to be on, that I chose for me. And so now when I looked at the trees, I didn't see those trees. I know they're out there, but those weren't the trees I focused on. The only ones I saw was just straight ones with one top. And so I think even in those small things, we can see symbols and meanings to tell us what we should stop and think about. And for me, it was what my future will hold. And we had the plans on starting the pod even then, but that was just what it was. It was plans. It was my imagination, my dream. I never actually thought that I would do it, but I did. And so my path, from being split into two, I have one now, and that's the one I'm following.
Yeah, that's really great. And as we were doing this day 3, a quote stayed with me, and they said, "They teach you in school what to think, but not how to think." That really struck with me, and I see it around me in society. I see a lot of people that are not thinking. I see people that just follow the path that most people around them are following, but they're not very used to their own thoughts, creative thoughts.
Well, when you said that, it just came to me that when I grew up in church, that was pretty much too. We were told what to think and we were told what to believe, and then we were told to get our own testimonies about it. But today I think the church is more like you need to get your own inspiration that is concerning your life. And so I love how the church and the thinking of the church has evolved, because we're not where we were 20 years ago. We're not where we were 40 years ago. We're not where we were when Joseph Smith came here, and we were not where we were when Moses was a prophet on the earth. Humans have evolved, people have evolved, the communities we live in is evolving. And I love the fact that the church is understanding that, our leaders are understanding that, and that they open up a whole new world to us. It puts a lot more responsibility on us. But then again, it gives me the power to receive inspiration for me. And that's something that I've had since I was small, that I knew I could get inspiration for me, and I felt held back when I was told that my leaders and my father would get inspiration for me. And now I love the fact that I can get it for me, because that's a truth that I've had inside of me ever since I was small. And I'm so happy that I can get a chance to develop those abilities and that knowledge further. And I'm so excited about that.
In the church, we also have a more eternal perspective. This life here is temporary, and we're here for a reason, and we're here for a limited time, but our soul is eternal, and we believe that life goes on. So in our relationships, everybody has their free will, and the only one that I can influence myself. But what would you do if your partner suddenly died? Or what if he left you? Are you prepared for that? So what would you do?
Well, you know me. The one thing that I never thought would actually happen happened, and I find myself alone after 20 years of marriage. For me, I'm going to speak from my heart now. For me, it would have been easier if he had died. I know that's a hard thing to say, but just hear me out. Had he died, I would have still believed that he loved me when he died. Now I know he stopped loving me, and that hurt so much. Had he died, I would have still believed in our temple marriage. I would have had hope for life to come. And since he chose to divorce me, and even though we're not divorced in the temple yet, I still don't see a future with him in the next life. Right now I feel trapped. I'm trapped being sealed to someone that doesn't love me. And that is a hard feeling to have inside of you. And so, of course, I'm happy that he's alive. I don't want him dead, but just understand the feelings that I had inside of me in the beginning. That's how I felt. But I can't make him love me. And especially if I don't love myself. And I can't force him to be in a relationship that he doesn't want to be in. And I don't want to be in that kind of relationship either. And I can only control me. I can only choose for me, and I can only be me. And I have to say, I love my sister. I really, really love my sister. She does her best to control me, but she's not doing a good job about it. She's been writing down such lovely notes for me to keep track on, to keep in line. And I don't even look at the paper. I just talk from my heart, which means all the efforts that she puts into this awesome pod, it's still not what I'm doing. I'm going my way. I'm choosing for me, even though I love her dearly. She's laughing now. But I mean, that's the way it is. She has the best intention. She focuses. She is really structured, and she writes down really nice notes. But when I get in the flow, I just speak from my heart. So no matter how good notes she's put in front of me, I'm going to speak with my heart, which means that when she comes back in, she's like, where am I? because that was not what we agreed upon. But I have my free will and I have to follow my heart. She has a vision and I have a vision. And sometimes our vision can work together beautifully and sometimes it just gets a little bit out of sync. Can you say that? But what I've learned is that when there's pain, your life starts to open up to new possibilities and you get new perspectives on the things that you value, the things that you want and how you want it to be. And so I'm forever grateful for the experience that I've had. No matter how painful, no matter how hard, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I'm so grateful that Heavenly Father loved me enough to release me from something that was holding me back as a beloved daughter of God. He's given me a new chance. He's given me a new future. And now it's actually up to me. Everything is in my hands. And I just feel loved and I feel blessed. And I'm so grateful. And I just want to say that I have the best sister on earth. And I'm saying this so she won't get mad at me, but I love her so much. We're having so much fun. Do you have any last words?
Actually, I do. I want to talk about death. Yeah, that was the last thing I just wanted to end. Death. We only get one shot here as life, and there's a sense of urgency. So I just wanted to say, don't waste it. Actually, don't waste a minute of it. Not even a second. There's a lot of things that want your attention. There's a lot of things that you can spend your precious time on. But choose. Choose what you want will actually bring you forward. Choose what you want that can actually help you develop as a human being. I mean, I'm not afraid of death. I don't think that it's the end. And I really find hope that we can meet again after this life. But don't waste the time you have here. You know, enjoy it. Have fun. It says in the scriptures that we should have fun. But also learn and get to know people and build relationships that last. Like we have. Relationships that last.
You have to say that because you're my sister. But you know what? That actually made me feel better about my binge watching K-dramas. Because no matter how much time I'm wasting in front of the TV, it's actually helped me heal my heart. And it helped me heal my soul. And I've been processing all the emotions that I've held back for a year. And I've been crying, I've been laughing, I've been scared, I've been happy, I've been joyful, and all the emotions in between. And maybe one day I've come so far that I don't need to watch the K-dramas in order for me to feel good. But I still love it. They're so good. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for a new episode. And this is the end of the Tony Robbins Day 3, Episode 1. Be the light, share the light, spread the light, shine. This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.